Alrighty, good morning. Today we have face pulls, military press, and single arm military press, and then goblet squats. What I'll probably do for the goblet squats is prop my heels up so that my heels are higher than my toes, so I can maintain that more upright trunk angle so that I don't wear out my back too much. Otherwise, face pulls, again, great for cables, great for, what's the word? Bands. Allergies are kind of kicking my butt, so I have a wonderful headache like right here. So hopefully by the time I upload this, nobody's suffering from allergies. Alright, so otherwise, I did start the bulk, or more maintenance than anything. Like maybe I'm just working on eating slightly over maintenance to about maintenance. It's only been like a day or two, so we'll see. Anyways. Gym updates, not really a whole lot. Back squat, low bar still feels better than whatever I was doing previously. Let's see what else. I did manage to bench over the weekend, and I was able to press a little more than I expected. I think more so because of the, since I hadn't been able to use I hadn't been able to bench, I'd only been able to use the machine to work my chest. So I was happy about that. Deadlift, I did without straps. And I want to say that the rep range was very similar, but what I feel like I'm doing better is getting tight around the bar. So I didn't really understand what that meant because I kept trying to kind of think about pulling the bar up to me to engage my back to kind of keep the bar stable. But what I did was I actually pulled myself down to the bar, and then I was like, all of a sudden everything felt tight in my back, and I was able to lift what I felt like was much more efficiently. From what I remember, the rep range stayed exactly the same. But yeah, I do have trouble getting the lats to fire consistently. So next set, here we go. So face pulls are more of like a corrective rather than something you want to go heavy on. I mean, it's not saying that you can't add weight, but you shouldn't be looking to, you know, try 200 pounds with this. So I keep posting a lot of my own, or like letting you guys know about a lot of my own personal updates. I'd love to hear about yours. A victory is a victory, no matter how small. And yeah, I just, you know, want to hear from you. Like, I want to know that, I don't know. Alrighty. Turn. Alrighty. Oh, these allergies. Kick my butt. That's what. Yeah, pretty much like, yeah. I realized what I wanted to say about the whole victories comment, and then I forgot. Anyways, military press, about 35 pounds, shooting for 12 reps on each side. I don't know. Yeah, let your victories also inspire others. So, I guess, okay, so here's a good example in terms of small victories. The record, the deadlift record, was beaten by, I think, 5 to 10 pounds. Alright, so I don't even have anything here but a gallon of milk. That's what beat the record. That being said, the record is a lot of weight. Alright, look at, like, it's very interesting to me, at least, Eddie Hall versus Thor Bjornsson, I believe his name is. So, that record was beaten by like 5 to 10 pounds. So if you have a 5 to 10 pound change in something you do, that is still considered an achievement. I did not get an elbow click on the left side. I think what I realized is that I was just trying to press too much from here with too much kyphosis, too much mid-back bending, versus if I pull those shoulder blades down and back, I get my elbows a little more in front of my body, I can press more efficiently. I still get a little tug through here, but I think this goes back to an injury, and also my lats are not as stable as they should be. So, because I don't have that good connection with them, which is why when I do like the lat spread, it's all just like scapular, my shoulder blade rolling forward and not down here. All then again, anatomical build, blah blah blah. Anyways, next set. Ooh, that was bad. Oh dang, spoke too soon. I only got 9 on that one, but that's kind of how my pressing's been rolling, or my general, like 12, 8 to 9, and then like 6 to 8 for the third set. So, and that's where hopefully eating at maintenance, if I put on a little more muscle, or that bulk light kind of thing, I'll see some changes. And that's where, I mean, frankly, I'm not really looking to put on like 20 pounds of muscle. Pretty much just want to put on enough muscle to get that, like, train at the level I need to maintain, like, train and eat at a level where I can kind of maintain like a regular beach bod, and have a basic idea of the lifts numbers I want to be able to do, and then from there I'll probably add in a little more of like the circus trick, you know, body weight stabilization type tricks, some mobility things, where I won't necessarily need to train weight specifically 6 days a week, versus like training 2 to 3 days a week for general hypertrophy, and then move into like dedicate a couple days to cardio and a couple days to mobility and body weight, or let's see, how do I want to call this? Body weight. Oh, we have like body weight fitness and body mobility. I'll think of a better word for it. All right, here we go. 6, 7, 8. Um, but yeah, those are my own personal goals. Like, yes, I would like to still be able to present myself as someone who is just above average in terms of like fitness inspiration. Like, yes, I go to McDonald's. Yes, I go to Pizza Hut. I have a beer, or like I enjoy a glass of bourbon, that kind of thing. Or, was it? The numbers vary depending upon who you talk to. Like, eat 75% clean, 25% dirty, or up towards of like 90-10. So I think right now I'm at that like 87% mark, where 87% of my meals my eating is clean, and it's the remainder that's like dirty. So that's where I have my 17 meals that I make, and then that leaves me 4 more for the week to kind of like figure out on my own. So 17 out of 21 ends up being close to like that 85-ish%. So, and that's where like I've been able to get to this point, and like for me it's more so the midsection that I'm displeased about. But you do what you feel is necessary for you. Ooh, that's work. So there's still some technique stuff I need to work on for pressing, but it's coming along slowly. But yeah. Like, what did we do this weekend? Oh, so this weekend I grilled up some hoisin marinated pork chops with white rice, and I grilled up some zucchini, some mushrooms, and we also had 2 types of kimchi with pickled ginger and some of that rice seasoning. And so it's like, yeah, like I had quite a bit of cabbage, or I had 1, 2, 4 types of veggies, well, 5 types of, I'll say veggies, right? So I had the pickled ginger, the traditional kimchi, the radish kimchi, the zucchini, the mushrooms, right? There's 5 different types of veggies in addition to the rice and the meat, and it was delicious. And the hoisin, yeah, it's a barbecue sauce. It's sweet. And then I ended up having dessert too, right? Because that's like my 1 meal a week where I get to kind of break away from from everything else that I do, right? White rice instead of brown rice, pork instead of chicken, barbecue sauce instead of just seasoning. So I allow myself that, and I enjoy it. I didn't starve myself before I ate all that either. Did I go to the gym? Yes. Did I try and kill myself in the gym? No. All right. So this is gonna be really fun now, because I tired up my back with the with the face pulls. I then tired out my shoulders with the drooling all over myself. Tired out my shoulders with the military press. Now I'm gonna have to goblet squat, maintaining good upper back, shoulder stability. So this is gonna be fun. All right. Okay. All right. So before I pan the camera down, we're gonna see, can I use that'll kind of work. I'm probably not going to be able to do a whole lot of these, but we'll see what happens. Okay. So, I'm going to use the 35 pounder here again. Alrighty, so I do have my heels up on a wedge with my toes pointing straight ahead, and I'm just going to try and go down and up. That feels terrible. And it's mainly right through there that doesn't feel good for me. So, I'm still gonna do 2 more sets. And when I say, it feels terrible, like it tightens up through there. And I think this is where I have that issue with being able to maintain good shoulder stability. But we'll see what happens. So, again, you hear me breathing hard. So even though I'm not drifting in sweat, I'm still working hard. Fitbit's telling me I've burned 233 calories in 23 minutes. So was that like almost 10 calories a minute? So again, the accuracy of that is up to debate. But I'm looking to have this done in about a half hour, this whole workout. Admittedly, one was like a corrective or a rehab move or a body awareness, whatever you want to call it, plus 2 foundational movements. But if all you have is a half hour, that's still enough time to kind of get through some things. Like pick 2 big movements and then an easy movement. All right, here we go. Next set. Okay, so mid back felt better on that one. So I've noticed when I back squat, I can get a little too much kind of groin pull when I squat, but if I really focus on grounding myself down and literally trying to force my knees open, that opens up that hip really nice, which goes back to that right foot injury I had, that potentially my foot is falling too much inwards, so that causes my whole leg to fall inwards, and that, you know, my hip alone can't adjust for that if the foot is literally rooted down. So as soon as I get my foot to get rooted, my hip is able to work better. So since my heels are up on this wedge, I'm having some trouble getting myself rooted. All right, but hey, last set. I don't know, I still got a headache. This will be my, like I'm already bought a bottle and a half of water in this morning. And it's not sleep related because I slept great last night. So it's not food related because I started eating more. So it's kind of like a, who knows. But that's enough chit chat. Last set, people. Okay. So my heels are up. I'm going to try and really focus on this foot stability now. So, definitely a lot more thigh burn on that last set. I was able to get my right foot a little planted a little better, but as the reps continued, I could feel both the foot stability kind of going and that right groin kind of going, but not so much in the back. So I might have to train more calves at the gym. Anyways, if you worked out with me, great. If this inspired you to start doing some of the things that I'm showing you, even better. Or if it's just going to let you kind of inspire you to do the things that you want to do to make yourself a better, oh, I'm not going to say better, a more well person. Great. Like, comment, favorite, share, subscribe. I've also got an Instagram page you can follow. But that's all I have for you, lovely people. And we will see you next time.